A top assassin had just finished a job and was heading home when he noticed several unfamiliar SUVs parked at the entrance. He immediately got out and scanned the surroundings. Relying on years of experience, he quickly spotted a sniper hidden on the hillside. He stayed calm and circled to the enemy's rear, then gently put him to sleep. After that, he picked up the sniper rifle and looked toward his own home. He saw a killer hiding in the drainage ditch. Without hesitation, he pulled the trigger. After confirming there were no threats nearby, he quickly moved toward the house. A killer in the distance saw him fall into the trap and immediately ordered his partners to open fire on the house. It was 3 minutes later before they sent men inside, but to their surprise, the house was completely empty. The next second, before Jason could catch his breath, a warning call came through. Jason's wife was now in their hands. To ensure her safety, he pretended to surrender, but as soon as the call ended, he went to his superior for help. While they were discussing how to rescue his wife, several young men on motorcycles suddenly appeared on the street. The superior drew his gun first, but was knocked out by an enemy's sneak attack. Jason quickly picked up the fallen gun, rolled into the enemy's blind spot, and calmly took them out one by one. The last enemy, realizing the situation, fled immediately. Out of bullets, Jason angrily threw the gun at him. He took off his coat and placed it under his injured superior's head, then quickly left the scene before the police arrived. With his agile skills, Jason weaved through the city alleys, finally stopping the last enemy at an intersection. Afterward, Jason went to the home of his most trusted teammate, and finally learned why he had been framed. It turned out the terrorist Jason had caught during a previous mission had bribed a high-ranking official for a reduced sentence, and after his release, the first thing he did was kidnap Jason's wife. Furious, Jason hid inside the official's luxury car and took control of him the moment he got in. Under Jason's threat, the official called the terrorist, claiming his men had captured Jason. The pleased terrorist immediately revealed his hiding place. Half an hour later, the official drove Jason to the base. Jason, disguised as a bodyguard, sat quietly in the back seat. Once inside the base, Jason locked the official in the trunk without hesitation, then took a discarded document from a trash bin. He had just tricked the office receptionist, but the next second, two fully armed guards suddenly entered the room. The female assassin wraps a length of wire around a grenade, then slowly pulls the wire to the perfect sniping position. She ties the other end of the wire to another grenade. Now the tripwire alarm is set. She pulls out a photo of her target, then grabs her sniper rifle and steadies herself. She lines up the scope on the target's mansion. A sudden cry for help from a woman cuts through the air. She swings her aim and spots a drunk officer harassing two girls in the street. He even pulls a gun to threaten them. Ellie freezes, torn between choices. If she takes the shot to save the girls, the target will panic and bolt. Her rhythm is completely shattered. Before she can decide, a gunshot snaps her back. Ellie scopes in on the stranger, and when she sees his face, her heart starts pounding. Her boyfriend, who should be studying thousands of miles away, has secretly returned to their hometown. Before she can process the shock, the enraged officer turns his gun on the two girls. In that split second, Ellie pulls the trigger without hesitation. Her boyfriend flinches at the sudden gunfire. The next second, Ellie fires again. The glass at his feet shatters. In that moment, he remembers. Years ago, he taught her how to shoot, and her best trick was hitting glass bottles. Judging from that shot, he knows it is Ellie. But that warning shot costs her the perfect kill window. Nearby soldiers spot her position. Ellie yanks the tripwire she set earlier and slips into the forest. 3 days later, Ellie returns to the mansion, determined to finish the mission this time. But just as she squeezes the trigger, her boyfriend, hidden in the bushes, fires first. Neither of them expects the bullet fails to pierce the target's body armor. He only takes a light graze. Ellie, not ready to give up, waits for another shot. But as soon as she sets up her rifle, her boyfriend suddenly rushes in from the side.
Fuck me! Damn! Do this shit. Say, hey, yo! What the fuck is this shit, dude?
Shut your mouth. People.
A black guy claiming to be a boxer, but he's actually there to compete. He's doing the kind of work usually reserved for slaves.
You got a problem with me, man?
Boyka doesn't want trouble, so he ignores him.
Hey! I'm talking to you. You got a fucking problem with me, man?
Why don't you shut the fuck up already?
The black guy's got a short temper. He can't stand being ignored.
Fucking Americans. Don't talk too much.
Now I'm gonna have to come over this rock and kick your fucking ass right here, right now.
The guards noticed the altercation. They make them wait, telling them they can fight freely in tomorrow's arena.
Fix your fucking mouth when you talk to me.
That afternoon, Boyka is practicing boxing when a troublemaking guard approaches him. Boyka says he can handle it in 10 minutes.
I don't want you using it.
Boyka doesn't want trouble, so he turns to walk away, but the guard won't let Boyka off the hook. He is the most fearsome thug in the prison. His limbs are all chained up. Even the iron mask on his face has never been removed. To control him, 4 guards must constantly hold the iron bar around his neck. This terrifying man is called Nightmare Keshmal. The immense pressure makes opponents in the boxing ring lose strength instantly. When all the shackles are removed from him, Keshmal charges onto the prison's fight arena like a wild stallion. Facing such a powerful monster, the man is already trembling in fear, but he has no choice but to attack. He steps forward and throws 2 punches. It feels like hitting a steel plate. Unwilling to give up, he follows with a brutal kick, but ends up getting knocked back 5 meters. After landing 3 punches, Keshmal immediately retaliates. Then Keshmal throws wild punches at his opponent's head. The man dies in the ring. Keshmal once again becomes the king of the prison fight. However, his next opponent is Boyka. What do you think Boyka will do when facing this seemingly invincible monster?